Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be the monthly reading. It's a general reading for the month of August 2018. And this is for all of the signs. For the reading, I will be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck by Jennifer Galasso for the main 10-card spread. If I need to pull clarifiers, I'm going to use a new deck that I got and I'm very excited about. It's the Zillich Tarot. It's very pretty. It's sort of watercolors. It's by Christine Zillich. Hope you can see that. Sorry for the glare. So if I do need clarifiers, I'll be using those. And the oracle cards, I'll use the Soulful Woman Guidance card deck by Shushann Movessian, and also the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise, Linn. As I always say, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can take a look at the contact information in the description box below this video. But just briefly, you can use the INSTANTGO app. If you want to download the app and search me up on there, it's Changing Phases Tarot. You can email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com or take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com, where you will find pricing as well as the types of readings that I offer. Also, I would suggest that besides watching your sun sign video, it's a good idea to watch your moon and rising sign. That way, if some of the messages in one of the videos maybe they don't resonate as well this month, in the others they might, or by using all three together, you'll have a sort of more complete overview of what's coming up for you during this time period. And it's interesting how a lot of times the messages kind of overlap. A lot of the cards repeat in the different readings. So I would suggest doing that as well. All right, well, I will stop for now and see each of the signs in 1 second for the shuffle. Hi, Aquarius. Hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-monthly reading for August 2018. As you can see, I have already shuffled off camera and have laid the spread to save a little bit of time. So let's get into it. I think I'll start off with the overall energy. And it's not to scare anybody off, but the overall energy for the month is Major Arcana number 16, the Tower. And I did pull clarifiers on this, but just to talk a little bit about the Tower to begin with, the Tower is a very unexpected event. It's a life-altering event. The Tower comes in to really shake things up in your life, in your world. And after a Tower situation, nothing's ever the same again, right? So, and this can obviously play out in any area of your life. So, this could be, for example, in the work sector. This could be, a sudden loss of a job. This could be in a relationship, a sudden ending to a relationship. Whatever this Tower moment is, and, it is here as the overall energy for the month. It's very powerful. This is Major Arcana energy. So significant, life-altering, life-changing. And a lot of divine orchestration at play here. Now, the cards that came out as the clarifiers, we have the Eight of Cups. And this deck is called Indolence, but the Eight of Cups followed by the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is actually a repeater. You do have the Six of Cups in your reading at the foundation. And the Star. Okay, Major Arcana number 17, the Star. So 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and the Star. What it tells me is that this Tower energy, it could have to do with leaving something behind, walking away, turning your back on a situation, on, a relationship, a job, whatever the situation is for you. It could have to do with something from your past. This could be, a past relationship, a past job. It could be something related to your childhood, even where you used to live. But there's some type of, nostalgia or past to do with this walking away. And then there's the Star card, which is, it's beautiful energy. It's wish upon a star. It's wish fulfillment. It's also a card of healing. And it's also a card of having that hope that everything will work out. So with these 3 cards coming out on the Tower, there could definitely be, a walking away from something. But ultimately, I think that this Tower situation, it comes in. Yes, it's always unexpected. It can at times be difficult, but you do have healing. You do have this very optimistic, upbeat energy of the Star card as a clarifier. So I think, and looking at your reading, I see that kind of playing out here in the reading as well. So let's and I do usually say that the Tower, it's not, a lot of people view it as, it's a terrible event. It's not. It's just something that, I think I've given this example before, but say you've been in a job for a long time and, you're not that particularly happy in the job, but at least, it pays the bills, so you kind of stay there. You don't really go searching for another job, and you probably would stay there unless something very dramatic were to happen. So, maybe by finding out that they're cutting your hours, or they're closing that store location, or you're being laid off for whatever reason. Yes, it's a very unexpected event, and it can be difficult, and you might think, oh, now what am I going to do? But maybe it's the push that you need to push you towards something that is going to be more in line with your soul's journey. So that's how I view the Tower card. So here we go. At the center of your reading, we have Major Arcana number 8, Strength, and it's crossed by the Page of Wands. So we have Strength and crossed by Page of Wands. So with the Strength card, this is, it's, again, going back to the Tower, there might be, surrounding this Tower situation or event, you might need to have inner strength, this inner courage, inner determination to deal with whatever it is that you're facing. And it could definitely have to do with, a new job. It could, in these general readings, sometimes the messages are very specific, towards relationships. This particular reading, I feel that it's more to do with, it's kind of a general situation, or, or work, because we have the Page of Wands crossing the Strength card. So with this Page of Wands, yes, it could be a person that you might be dealing with. When we have Court cards appear in a reading, and we have two Court cards appearing in a reading. They can be people who are playing a significant role in our lives at this time. But with the Pages, especially, and the Knights and Pages, I really view them more as energy or situations surrounding you. And Pages are the ones who bring in news, right? They're the bearers of news. They're messengers, especially with this Page of Wands. This could be you waiting or you receiving some type of news to do with a job, to do with a new creative endeavor or financial, endeavor, project, because the Suit of Wands itself it's fire energy, and it we associate it with the day-to-day matters in life, such as our work, the jobs that we do, day-to-day tasks around the home. It's also creativity, creative endeavors, our own drive, passion, excitement, determination for doing those particular things. And again, Pages bring in news. If this is a person, typically this would be a younger fire sign individual, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. It could even be a child, because this is young, immature energy, somebody in their early 20s, late teens. But again, I view it more as, a situation, a news coming in. So this could definitely be news of a job, which is, coming in to help. I think with this Strength card, and you're having this determination as you wait for this news to come in here. And it could very well be, news after this Tower, or maybe it's this news that, brings about the Tower energy. Now, at the foundation, you have the repeating card that I was mentioning, the Six of Cups. So, in the deep past, the foundation, the Six of Cups is a card, Cups energy is water energy, and so it deals with our emotions, it deals with our feelings, relationships, it's also intuition, psychic abilities. And the Six of Cups in particular is a card, it's a very nostalgic card, right? It's a card of, you can see that the woman on the card, she's looking back, at herself as a child. And so a lot of times this card, it's having that childlike, happiness or innocence, or, feeling happy like a child. It can also be thinking back to, happier times, past times, thinking back to when you're a child. It can also have to do with reconnecting with people from your past. These can be, childhood friends. These can be past relationships, past, lovers. This can be people from your past, like family members that you haven't seen for a while, reconnecting with those family members. Sometimes the card, it's you have to be careful because, we tend to, as we look back on things, from this vantage point, kind of looking back on them, we tend to do so with rose-colored glasses, and sometimes we see things or remember things as being better than they were. With this, this could be somebody from your past coming in, or somebody from your past could have something to do with, or could play a significant role in, whatever this is going on with this, tower, with the possibly news of a new job. This could somehow be related to that, or this could just be, it could be a job that takes you back to, when you were younger, or maybe this is it has to do with a job that you always wanted to do when you were a child. It was your dream job, so it could be that type of, there are many different messages here. It's obviously going to play out differently because, everybody has their own situation. It's different for everybody listening. But, this is it's a very nostalgic energy here. So you could be going back to where you used to live. This could be, in some way be connected to where you used to live, or, when you were a child. Now, in the recent past, you have the King of Pentacles. Again, could be a person. If so, this would typically be more of like an older earth sign individual, male or female, even though he appears as a king. It's not gender specific in these general readings. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And he is a very, it's the suit of Pentacles is earth energy. So he's very grounded. He's very practical, stable, dependable. All of those qualities that you can usually think of, as being associated with this earth sign individual. He's somebody who is good at making money. He's good at holding on to his money, managing his money. And again, very dependable, reliable. So with this appearing, in the recent past, this King of Pentacles could in some way be playing a role in this tower, possibly this tower situation, or helping you through that. So again, if the King of Pentacles is not a person, this could, have been you in the recent past, taking on the energy of this King of Pentacles and being more sort of having more knowledge in practical matters, being, and maybe even being more ambitious, right? Seeing greater success, financial prosperity. And then, what you have crowning you is this Two of Wands, which is, and you do have a couple of cards here that speak of decisions, significant decisions, because twos in the tarot, they generally speak of choosing, weighing up options, choosing between two things. And with the Two of Wands, this could be choosing between, two paths. It's kind of like you're standing at the crossroads, looking down both paths, and it's not that one path is necessarily right and the other is necessarily wrong, but, there's a decision to be made, and it's very empowering. It's a very strong, sort of determined energy, this Two of Wands, which is, kind of goes along with this Strength card in the center of the reading, because, with the Two of Wands, it's you taking matters into your own hands. It's you deciding which path is the right one for you, right? Based on what's going on in your life, based on what you think that path is going to bring you. And, naturally, if you choose one path, by choosing one, you're, automatically not choosing the other. Doesn't mean that the other is wrong. It just means that, the one that you believe is right and you're heading down is the particular one that you choose. So there's a decision to be made. This could be, you could be weighing up, since this is wands, deals with day-to-day matters, enterprise, business. This could be, and we do have crossing this page, this news coming in with this page of wands. So you could be weighing up to business proposals, weighing up to job offers. If this is more to do with relationships, this could be weighing up, should I, should we move in together, or should I remain single? It's whatever it is two things that you're kind of weighing up. And then you have in the near future, it's the major arcana version of that, which is, the Lover's card. It's number 6 of the major arcana. And yes, the Lovers can obviously speak of, a deep soulmate, loving relationship with another individual. It can speak of marriage, getting engaged, moving in together. You can see that they're tied together here, symbolizing this coming together of the two people. But the Lover's card is also about a head or heart decision. In early tarot decks, the Lover's card was actually called the choice, and it was it would have either a woman sort of choosing between two men, or a man choosing between two women. So there was a choice, and by choosing one or the other, ultimately everybody involved would eventually be affected by the decision. So this is a significant, sort of a life decision. I would think with the Tower card there, that makes sense that, this, whatever you're weighing up, I think that you understand that this is going to affect not just yourself, but other people. Could be other people in your family. It's not just a decision that, will affect you and that's it. Maybe this is, by weighing up these two job offers, maybe one is, is sort of staying at where you're currently working or going to this new job. It might even be, in a different place, which would ultimately affect, if you have a partner, children, that type of a situation. If this isn't career, this could be, again, a decision between, should we move in together? Should we get married now? It's weighing things up. There could be news coming in about that. But it's a significant life decision here. And again, I'm feeling this more to do with your finances, career, possibly a new job offer here, which is what you're weighing up. Now, you in the reading appear as the 3 of Pentacles. And, this could have to do with, so it's Pentacles energy. We have that with the King of Pentacles. So this could have to do with, partnering up with other people possibly to achieve your goal. If this is a new opportunity, a new job opportunity, or a new business venture, this could possibly be you partnering with other people on that. This 3 of Pentacles is also, it can have to do with meeting or reaching a short-term goal, and then, sort of standing there and saying, okay, well, I've reached this goal. I feel good about that. I need to just keep doing what I'm doing, and, in order to reach whatever my end goal is. So there's a short-term goal having been met, but then there's still work to be done. So it's just, working hard, possibly by partnering up with others to reach your end goal. What's going on around you? You have the 2, the High Priestess. This is number 2 of the major arcana. So this is either, in your environment. This could be how others are viewing you. And this is a very, it's a very spiritual energy. This has to do with really tapping into, your intuition, using your psychic abilities. The High Priestess is linked to the moon as well. So, we usually associate it with like dreams, the subconscious, messages coming through in our dreams, coming through in, different types of messages, such as with repeating numbers, repeating signs, paying attention to those. If there's a decision to be made, this High Priestess, she sort of stands between, she lifts the veil between our realm and the spiritual realm. So you could be tapping into, the energy of this High Priestess, using your intuition, listening to that gut feeling as you make these significant decisions. Your hopes and fears, you have the Hangman, another major arcana. This is number 12 of the Major Arcana. And the Hangman, yes, it can have to do with a delay. It can have to do with, a need to sort of take time out to reflect on something. But even more than that, it has to do with gaining a new perspective, changing your perspective. Obviously, this man he's upside down, right? He's tied very loosely here, but he's tied to the tree, hanging upside down. And we can see that there is a light around his head, sort of this halo of enlightenment. And, he could easily wiggle out of this, but he doesn't, because he's surrendering to this time. He understands that it's important. He understands that he needs to gain this new perspective, which he can only do by being in this position. If he were, standing the right way up, he would not see the situation in the same way that he does hanging in this position. So there could be, again, in evaluating this, should I do this? Should I do that? This head or heart decision to do with the job, whatever this means, in your life. There's intuition at play, but there's also, there could be a need to see things from a different perspective. Now, this sits in the, the hopes and fears. So I think you're hoping for this new perspective. There could be, maybe there's a fear of, some type of delay of things not moving forward, maybe in the speed that you would like. But, your outbound energy, you have the Six of Wands. This is a card of success. It's a victory card. This is, it's about the man who's gone off to battle and he's come back victorious. So it's a card of recognition. It's a card of, if this is sort of within the workplace, this is you standing out, you gaining the recognition that you deserve, receiving accolades for a job well done. This could be a promotion. This could be, again, if you've gone up against other people for a promotion or for a particular job, this is you coming out on top because you had the clear vision of what, you made the decision. You were courageous enough. And again, we have the lion on the strength card. We have this lion here. So definitely, a need to be strong, a need to have that inner determination and strength, and know that you're going to reach whatever this, you'll make it through this tower. You'll reach whatever this end goal is. You'll make the right choice. But I think that you do need to trust in your intuition. And also, have that inner strength. Keep that inner strength. Trust in yourself as you make these decisions. Now let's take a look at your oracle cards. So we have from the Sacred Traveler deck, you have Valiant Courage, take action with passion. And from the Soulful Woman deck, you have card number 21, Soul's Journey. Living from soul opens me to the magic that exists when I surrender to divine manifestation on its own terms and timing. Interesting. And we have also the moons in the background, much like the moon that the High Priestess is standing on here. And it's interesting that it's saying about surrendering to divine timing, because we have that with the Hangman here. We have the Tower card. There's a lot of divine orchestration at play this month. You have, out of all the cards in your spread, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. So, half of your reading is made up of major arcanas, which is significant. So this is definitely, it's the universe stepping in, the universe really orchestrating and bringing in events that are divinely timed. They're meant to happen at this time in your life. So let's look at this Valiant Courage. And this card says, I like to read the full meaning from the guidebook for the Oracle card. So we have, this isn't the time to be timid or to hold back. Gather your inner resources and go forward gallantly with your banner of truth waving in the wind. And that kind of makes me think of, in this deck, it doesn't show the man quite on the Six of Wands card quite as it does in other decks. He's usually riding in on a horse with, his laurel of victory. So this man on this Valiant Courage card, it actually makes me think of the Six of Wands card, which is all about victory. Throw your shoulders back and move forward fearlessly. Take risks. It's okay to feel afraid. Just don't let it stop you. Don't play safe. Opportunities will pass you by otherwise. Speak up for yourself. Honor your truth. You are a light bearer for others. Through your example, people find and act on their truth with courage and grace. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know. The Sacred Traveler sometimes experiences the unexpected on the road. Perhaps a bear appears, or someone with less than pure intentions emerges from the woods. Courage doesn't mean that you are not afraid. It means that in spite of fear and hesitation, you take action. Face your anxiety and go beyond the boundaries of limited perceptions of yourself. Any journey of the heart needs courage, and you are on such a journey. It takes bravery to go forward when you don't see around the next corner, but do it anyway. Do not allow yourself to be limited by the beliefs of others or even your own limiting beliefs. Go beyond boundaries of self-imposed barriers. Live passionately, valiantly, and courageously, which is all about the Strength card sitting at the center of your reading, right? It's all about you taking control, the Two of Wands. It's you being victorious. Definitely ties in with your reading here. Now for the Soulful Woman card, this is card 21, and this card says, as a soul, I am connected to an abundant and infinite universe, one that is constantly giving birth to itself. Likewise, my body's cycles are connected to the cycles of the earth, the moon and the cosmos, its perpetual dance of birth, death, and renewal. On my soul's journey, I am drawn to make meaning of my experiences as they unfold. The experiences that are joyful as well as those that are more difficult call to me. They ask me to become more fully awake, to fulfill my purpose, to live from my essence, from soul. Living from soul opens me to the magic and abundance of the universe to which I am intimately connected. The depth and luminescence of my soul is tempered by virtues of humility, patience, compassion, and endurance. As I surrender to divine manifestation on its own terms and timing, I find that even the impossible begins to feel possible. So definitely, the things that are happening, I think, for many of you this month in August, there is divine orchestration at play. There's, and it's all about how you adapt, how you react to, these new things coming in, this major change, this major shakeup, and having the courage, and understanding that you might need to have a new perspective. You might need to, figure things out in a different way using your intuition, but it's all about you being in control, you making the decision, and ultimately you coming out victorious. So I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. Look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of August. Bye for now.